Taurus, there is someone in your life right now operating with such calculated, disguised, silent cruelty that you haven't yet noticed. But your body has noticed. Your soul has noticed. That's why you're here now, reading these words. Some part of you already knows that something is profoundly wrong. You've been feeling that inexplicable tiredness after certain conversations. Taurus, this isn't a coincidence. It's not your heightened sensitivity. It's your internal warning system screaming what your rational mind refuses to accept. You're being manipulated, used, drained, and the worst part? By someone you trust. The cruelty I'm about to expose isn't the kind you see in movies. It's not shouting, it's not physical aggression. It's not something obvious you can point to and say, that's wrong. No, this is the most dangerous cruelty that exists. The invisible kind. The kind that disguises itself as care. The kind that comes wrapped in smiles, in false concern, in poisoned advice. It's the cruelty that makes you doubt your own perception. The kind that makes you feel guilty for questioning. The kind that turns you into the villain when you're the victim. And you, Taurus, with your loyal heart and your nature that believes in the goodness of people, have been the perfect target. Because you don't want to believe that someone could be like that. You give chances. You justify behaviors. You accept excuses that deep down you know don't make sense. You convince yourself that you're exaggerating, that you're being too harsh, that you need to be more understanding. But how many more times will you betray your own intuition before you finally listen to what it's desperately trying to tell you? Let me tell you how this cruelty works, because it's important that you recognize the pattern. This person starts subtly, so subtly that you don't even notice. A comment here, a joke there. Advice that seems helpful but actually plants a seed of self-doubt. They study you, learn your weaknesses, your fears, your insecurities, and then, with the precision of a surgeon, they use that against you. Not all at once, not obviously, but drop by drop, day after day, until you no longer recognize who you were before they entered your life. This person has a terrifying ability. They make you feel small while pretending to uplift you. They diminish your achievements while praising you. They question your decisions while saying they only want what's best for you. They isolate you from the people who truly love you while positioning themselves as your only true ally. And the most disturbing thing? They do all this with such tranquil calm, with such a friendly face, that you feel crazy for even considering that they could be cruel. But here's the stark truth, Taurus. This person knows exactly what they're doing. Every word is calculated. Every gesture is purposeful. Every moment of care is a trap. They don't act impulsively. They act strategically, and their strategy is simple. Keep you small, insecure, dependent. Because as long as you are like that, they have power over you. They feed off your light while pretending to be its source. They grow stronger with your weakness while acting as if they are trying to strengthen you. Do you want to know who that person is? Look, they might be closer than you think. It could be that longtime friend who always has a comment that upsets you, but says it's just honesty. It could be that family member who feigns concern, but actually takes pleasure in your failure. It could be that partner who says they love you but makes you feel like you're never enough. It could be that coworker who smiles to your face but sabotages you behind your back. It could even be someone you've put on a pedestal, someone you admire, someone you would never suspect. But there's a detail that will help you identify it. Observe how you feel after being with this person, not what you think, what you feel. Do you feel light or heavy, expansive or contracted, more yourself or less? Because Taurus, your body doesn't lie. It registers every microaggression, every subtle manipulation, every attack disguised as care. And it sends you signals: tension in the shoulders, tightness in the chest, a lump in the throat. The urge to run away even without understanding why. You've been ignoring these signals, but they won't stop until you pay attention. Now pay attention to this part because it's crucial. This person won't change. No matter how much love you give, no matter how much you try to be better for them, no matter how many chances you offer, because the problem was never you. The problem is that there are people in this world who have found a sick way to feel powerful, destroying others from the inside while maintaining a facade of kindness on the outside. And these people don't change because they don't think they're doing anything wrong. In their distorted minds, they are the victims. They are the misunderstood ones. They are the ones who were just trying to help. And you know what's most painful about all this, Taurus? When you finally see the truth, it will hurt in a way you're not prepared for. Because it's not just the betrayal that hurts. It's the realization of how much time you wasted. How many times you blamed yourself when you should have protected yourself. How many times you justified the unjustifiable. How many times you silenced your own voice because this person convinced you that you were wrong to trust yourself. The anger you will feel won't just be towards them. It will be towards yourself for allowing it. But Taurus, listen, you couldn't have known. You were taught to trust, to give chances, to see the best in people. And someone abused that. There's one thing you need to understand about disguised cruelty. It works because it attacks your perception of reality. This person will deny things you know happened. They will distort conversations. They will say you're being too sensitive, exaggerating, crazy. They will recruit other people to validate their version and invalidate yours. And suddenly you find yourself questioning your own sanity. Am I really exaggerating? Is the problem me? No, Taurus, the problem isn't you. The problem is that you're dealing with someone who has mastered the art of emotional manipulation. And here's something that will send chills down your spine. This person has probably destroyed other people before you. You're not the first. There's a trail of hurt people in their path. People who also trusted them, who also gave them chances, who also blamed themselves. And if you allow it, you too will become another name on that list. Another person they will later describe as problematic, unstable, ungrateful. Because these people always play the victim to the same people they victimized. That's how they operate. That's how they maintain the mask. But let me give you a gift now. The truth is the most powerful weapon you have. The truth about what you felt. The truth about what you observed. The truth about the moments when you felt diminished, attacked, manipulated. It doesn't matter how this person distorts the narrative. It doesn't matter how they try to make you doubt. You know what is real. You know what you felt. And nobody, absolutely nobody, can take that away from you. The question isn't whether you're right. The question is, will you honor your truth, or will you continue betraying your own experience to keep the peace? This cruelty that you are about to fully acknowledge will make you question many things. It will make you look back and see signs that were there all along. That time she laughed when you shared a dream. That time she advised you not to do something that could have worked out for you. That time she was strangely happy when something bad happened in your life. That time she compared you to someone in a way that made you feel inferior. You saw it, but you didn't want to see it. You felt it, but you didn't want to believe it, because believing it would mean accepting that someone you let in might be destroying you from the inside. Now comes the hard part, the part you don't want to hear but need to. You're going to have to make a choice, and that choice will define not only the next chapter of your life, but who you choose to be. You can continue pretending you don't see. You can continue accepting crumbs of respect while giving banquets of loyalty. You can continue diminishing yourself so that this person feels big. Or you can do something that will scare you as much as their cruelty. You can get up and walk away. Leaving doesn't mean being cruel in return. It doesn't mean revenge. It doesn't mean stooping to her level. It simply means this: recognizing that you deserve people in your life who uplift you, not tear you down, who see you, not use you, who respect you, not manipulate you. And sometimes, Taurus, the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to close the door on those who are using your kindness against you. But I know what you're thinking. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm unfair? What if I lose this person and regret it? Taurus, pay attention. Good people don't make you doubt your sanity. Good people don't leave you confused about whether they're hurting you or helping you. Good people don't turn every difficult conversation into a battle where you always come out as the guilty one. And walking away from toxicity is never a mistake. Never. Even if everyone says you're exaggerating. Even if that person cries and swears they'll change. Even if you feel guilty, your peace is worth more than any relationship that costs you your mental health. There's a truth about disguised cruelty that needs to be said. It only works as long as you allow it. The moment you name what's happening, the moment you set boundaries, the moment you stop accepting the unacceptable, that person's power over you disappears. They can keep trying, they can keep manipulating. But if you no longer believe them, no longer bow down, no longer apologize for existing, they have nowhere left to cling to. And here's what will happen when you finally walk away. This person will punish you. They'll spread stories about you. They'll try to turn people against you. They'll play the victim with such conviction that some will believe them. And that will hurt. It will hurt a lot. Because you'll want to defend yourself, explain, prove that you're not the monster they're painting you to be. But Taurus, the right people will know you for your energy, not for their stories. And the people who choose to believe them without listening to you, those weren't your people either. They're doing you a favor, clearing your life of everyone who didn't deserve to be in it. Do you want to know what's most frightening about this cruelty? It's that it can come from someone you love, someone you never imagined capable of this. And then comes the heartbreaking conflict. How do you distance yourself from someone who still occupies a space in your heart? How do you protect your peace without feeling like you're being cruel? The answer is simple, but painful. Love and toxicity can coexist. You can love someone and still recognize that this person is destroying you. And loving yourself means choosing your emotional survival even when it hurts, even when it seems impossible, even when everyone thinks you're wrong. Let me reveal something that will change your perspective. This cruelty doesn't define your worth. The fact that someone chose to treat you this way says nothing about who you are. It says everything about who they are, about their wounds, about their emptiness, about their distorted need to feel superior by belittling others. But Taurus, you are not responsible for healing the person who is hurting you. You are not responsible for understanding why they are this way. Your only responsibility is to protect yourself, to distance yourself, to heal yourself. And when you walk away, you'll go through phases. First comes denial. It wasn't that bad. I'm exaggerating. Then comes anger. How could she? How could I let her? Then comes bargaining. What if I try again? What if I explain better? But eventually, if you allow yourself to feel everything without going back, you'll reach acceptance. And acceptance isn't forgiveness. It's not forgetting. It's simply looking at the truth without having to fight against it anymore. It's saying, this happened. I was hurt, and now I choose to move on. Some people will tell you to forgive, to let it go, to be the bigger person. And if you want to forgive someday, that's fine. But forgiveness isn't a requirement for healing. You don't need to forgive the person who deliberately hurt you to have peace. You just need to let go. Let go of the expectation that this person will one day acknowledge what they did. Let go of the hope that they will change. Let go of the need for validation from them or anyone else. Because your peace doesn't come from being understood by others. It comes from understanding yourself, from validating yourself, from choosing yourself, even when no one else is choosing you. Now I'm going to give you something practical because I know you need it. When you confront this person or simply walk away, they will use specific tactics. They will accuse you of being exactly what they are. They will twist everything. They will make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. They will cry. They will beg. They will promise change. And you, with your huge heart, will want to believe. But here's the test. Observe the actions, not the words. Real change is consistent. Real change comes with responsibility, not excuses. Real change doesn't make you feel like you need to walk on eggshells. If after the promises you still feel bad, if you still feel afraid, if you still feel you need to protect yourself, nothing has changed. And you need to truly walk away. You're about to see this cruelty with total clarity, and when you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. It's like those optical illusion images. Once you see the second image, you can no longer see just the first. This will change you forever. It will make you question other relationships. It will make you more cautious about who you let in. And yes, this will seem sad. It will seem like you've lost your innocence, the ability to trust easily. But Taurus, you haven't lost anything. You've gained wisdom, you've gained discernment, you've gained the ability to protect your energy. And that's not a loss, it's evolution. There's a strength you don't know you have waiting to be activated. It's the strength to say no, to set boundaries, to prioritize yourself without guilt, to recognize manipulation and not let yourself be drawn into it, to love people, but not to the point of losing yourself in them. And this cruelty that you're about to fully acknowledge, it will be the catalyst. It will be the moment that defines the before and after. The moment when you stop being an easy victim and become someone who doesn't accept less than they deserve. Here's the final truth that will set you free. You don't need this person's approval. You don't need their love. You don't need their validation. They made you believe otherwise, made you feel that without them you were less. But that was just another lie, another form of control. The truth is you were complete before them. You are complete without them, and you will be complete after them. Their absence will leave a void at first, but that void will quickly be filled with something you had forgotten: peace, true peace, peace that doesn't need to be negotiated or earned, peace that simply exists when you are no longer under constant attack. And when all this is over, when you finally rid yourself of this toxic energy, you'll look back and wonder how you endured it for so long. You'll clearly see every red flag you ignored. Every moment your body screamed, "Get out of here," and you stayed. Every time you apologized for something you didn't do. And you'll feel a mixture of sadness for the version of yourself that accepted it and pride for the version of yourself that finally said enough is enough. This person's cruelty will teach you more about yourself than about them. It will teach you where you need to strengthen your boundaries, where you need to learn to trust your intuition, where you need to stop giving third, fourth, fifth chances to those who didn't deserve even the first. It will teach you that kindness isn't about accepting everything, that self-love isn't selfishness, that protecting yourself isn't being cruel. These are costly lessons, Taurus, lessons that cost you your peace, your confidence, pieces of your joy. But they are lessons you will never forget. And one day, not so far away, you will look back on this whole situation and feel gratitude. Not gratitude for the cruelty, not gratitude for the pain, but gratitude for having survived, for having learned, for having become someone stronger, wiser, more aware. You will realize that this person didn't destroy you. They revealed how indestructible you truly are. They pushed you into such a dark place that you had no choice but to find your own light. So Taurus, when you finally recognize the full extent of this cruelty, don't panic. Don't get lost in anger. Don't drown in guilt. Just breathe, feel everything you need to feel, and then with all the calm and strength that only you possess, walk away, close the door, and don't look back trying to see if that person has changed, if they care, if they realized what they lost. Look ahead to the life that awaits you, the life where you don't need to diminish yourself, where you don't need to question your reality, where you can finally breathe without fear of the next attack. Are you ready to choose that life, or will you still try to save the one who is drowning you?